Obviously, the world knows all about the zillions of dollars being donated for food, water, and supplies pouring into Gaza. But what you may not know is Hamas is controlling those supplies and selling the donated food, water, power, and so on, especially the medicine. We're going to tell you what happens to the people that don't want to pay. Claire, in Gaza, there has been an extraordinary amount of food, water, medical supplies, etc., brought in based on donations coming from the United States, the EU, Australia, and facilitated by Israel, who's also supplying extreme high amounts of new power and electricity to power up the new desalinization plants. Israel is doing this for free. There's no hope of them ever getting paid by anybody. And I find it interesting that as the food comes in, it's all free. Nobody's paying for it. Hamas takes control of the trucks and the warehouses and the distribution sites and then sells the supplies to the Gazans, who are already impoverished beyond words. And God forbid if anyone who's in Gaza, who's not connected with Hamas, should want to grab something to feed his family, food or water or supplies or whatever, the reprisals are horrific. I sent you some of the pictures of what they've been doing. They literally, I watched a couple videos that are just horrific. They capture these guys, they strip them, they tie their hands behind their back, they spray paint in green, thief, they beat some of them to death, and the ones that aren't beaten to death are then executed in front of the crowds to say, see, you have to pay for what we let you take. And then that money goes to buy more weapons and, well, pays for $10 million condos in Doha and other places. There's no outcry from the world about this. And the videos are, you can get them on YouTube, you can get them on Al Jazeera, they're everywhere. It's not a secret. This is what Hamas does. Where are the human rights organizations?
You know, Barry, I've seen some of the same videos you have. I've seen the reporting. I don't know where the rest of the world is. I don't know where the Red Cross is, other humanitarian aid organizations. But I'll tell you, the information operations propaganda being pumped out, not just by Hamas itself, which it does, but throughout the world, and not only out of the Middle East, you know, typical expected allies like the government of Qatar, for example. No, the misinformation and the disinformation, the propaganda against Israel and in support of Hamas and what they're doing to the Gazan people is totally suppressed. It's baffling to me. I really don't even know what to say, but the flood of information about what's really going on in Gaza.